Good morning. Today we're going to be making scrubbies. We're going to be doing the round one today. But I have all these different colors that I just have so many cotton that I'm just trying to use up. So I'm trying to make scrubbies to match dishcloth so I can give them as a gift. And so we're going to be doing this one. We're doing the circle one. Really easy, really fun. So what we're going to need is, this is basically that like Scrubology type. I think there's other brands too. I don't know. I got this at Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to be using, I'm still going to use this big twist in that jade so I can have a matching scrubby for the dishcloth I just did. You'll need your scissors, a tapestry, and of course stitch markers are always optional. And for the hook today, we're actually going to bump it up and go to a J 6.0 millimeter. You can do an I 5.5 millimeter. That works fine too, but I'm going to do the J today. So go get your supplies and I'll meet you back here. First thing we're going to do is get our two strands together. Okay, we're going to be working them together. And we're going to start a magic circle. And I always do mine. I start it like I'm going to do a slip knot, like the pretzel. And then I go to grab that, and you would normally just pull the tail and it'd be a slip knot. I'm just going to hold it, get myself resorted, and then I'm just going to chain one. And then I have to turn it because I need my tail going in the direction I'm going. I know there's an easier way to do it, but I don't know. I've just been doing it that way for so long. So how we're going to start this is we're going to put 6 single crochets in our magic circle. So we just go in there, grab both those strands, pull up, yarn over, single crochet. So that's 1. And we're just going to do 6 in here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Didn't mean to pull it that close. 5 and 6. Kind of have to take a little bit of care because it's not easy working with the scrubby yarn. We're not joining, we're just going. So there's 6 single crochets. Next round we're going to put 2 single crochets in each stitch, and I think just to save my sanity I'm going to mark it just in case. Grab both loops. Hope your tension isn't as tight as mine today. There's 1, 2, and then 2 single crochets in each stitch, and we will have 12 single crochets at the end of this row. 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, and 6. 6. Okay. Continuing with our increase, we're going to put 2 single crochets in the first stitch. And I'm going to go ahead and grab my tails. I meant to do it on the last round. And I'm pull that tight, and then I'm going to pull it up. And then make sure it goes on top of my hook, so I can take it with me for a little bit. So there's 1 and 2. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do 1 single crochet. Here's 1. And that's going to be our repeat. 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet in the next. So it'll be an increase, single, increase, single. And at the end of this row, we're going to have 18 single crochets. 1 and 2, and then a single. Actually, I'm just going to drop that and cut it off. 1 and 2, single. 1 and 2. And then my last increase, 1 and 2, and it should be 18 right there. Okay. Now for row 4, we're going to put an increase in the first one, 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, followed by 2 single crochets. So it'll be, this is single crochet into the next stitch. So this pattern is going to look like an increase, followed by single crochet, followed by single crochet. Okay, you'll be utilizing 3 stitches. So increase, 1 and 2, followed by a single crochet and a single crochet. And at the end of this row, we're going to have 24. 2, 3, 4. So much easier with the J hook. So much easier. I think I tried to do these with an H hook before, and I was just like, I quit. Okay, last set. 1 and 2. Okay, that's what we're looking like. So we have 24 stitches. We're going to go on to round 5 and still doing our regular increases. So it's going to be an increase in the first stitch, followed by 1, 2, 3. So we'll be using 4 stitches for this next pattern. So we're going to do 1 and 2, followed by 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's going to be your pattern. 2 single crochets, followed by 1, 2, 3. And at the end of this row, we're going to have 30 stitches. 1 and 2. And I'll meet you at the end of this row, and I'll show you what we're going to do next. 30 single crochets. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to go ahead and slip stitch into the next. Okay, we pull it through, and now as we chain one, before we chain one, okay, I'm just going to do a finger length, and I'm only going to cut the cotton. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it through just to get that out of there. You know, when I'm not filming, it like cooperates. And then I'll cinch this back down. Okay, so we're done with the cotton. And this is going to be the fun part. Okay, so I'm going to go right back in where I was. I'm going to carry my cotton tail. And we are just going to do, carefully, in every stitch around, single crochet with this scrubby yarn on the end, just to give it a little extra scrubby. And I'm just taking my tail. You're welcome to just sew that in if you prefer. But this is probably no surprise to some of you, but I stumbled on doing this by accident. Sometimes I just let my hands do whatever they want, and then I come up with things. Can only make so many of these because this thing gets really scratchy. All right, I'm back at the beginning. I can see that knot. I'll do one last single crochet, and then I'm going to slip stitch into that next stitch. Chain 2. Help myself out here. Do that and do that, and then cinch that down. Let's get rid of it. These are great to make up, just kind of like when you're in between projects. And I think it didn't even occur to me, but I think I'm going to give it to my mailman. It just gives it that extra little scrubby, and it makes it sparkly. You can really see it on the white, on the yellow and white. So on this one, see, 6, 12, 18. I only did 4 rounds. So let me give you some measurements just so you can see. 4 rounds comes to a little over 3 inches. We'll just say 3 inches. And you do 5 rounds, it's a little about 4 inches. So it just depends on what. But these are amazing. Bathrooms, pots, counters, dirty doors. And the way I wash them, you can throw them in the washing machine, but I just throw mine in the dishwasher. And literally the one I have on my sink, I mean, it's got to be at least a couple years old. I mean, these last forever. And I really like doing it with a cotton because it's just easier to see. I mean, it's just awesome. I love all the colors. This one is actually one of my favorites. It's like a teal green. Anyway, and really, I don't need to do a tutorial for the square one. It's the same concept. I'm sure I did, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I chained 9, and then you single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then you do it for as long as you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I did 9 rows. So single crochet 9, So you're going to have 8 single crochets, and then I did it for 9 rows. I did the same thing, 2 single crochets in each corner. So yeah, there you go. Bonus. And that one comes to 3.5 inches by 4 inches. Okay, these are great too. Doesn't matter which side you use. All right, I'm excited about these. These are my favorite. That is what I've got today for you. Let's zoom out so you can see what's going on. Keep piling these up like I'm done. Okay. Protein. There you go. I hope you make some, give them away. And there we go, folks. Another one in the bag. Make scrubbies. Have fun. See you later. Bye.